Well, hi guys, I'm out here today rinsing off. I'm not really washing, but I'm rinsing off my fifth wheel camper. It's a 27-foot fifth wheel, so that I can sell it. I'm wanting to trade it for a smaller camper, maybe a 18-foot camper with 2 axles. Get out the gate before the critters get out. Anyway, I want to do that so that I can pull it with my Avalanche, and that way I can go ahead and sell this Duley. I've had this Duley for years. It's a 1999 model. It has 111,000 miles, and I'm asking $15,000 if anybody knows anyone that might be interested. It has a 7.3-liter engine, and it has a brand new transmission because we were having trouble with the transmission. Felt like it was slipping a little bit, and I took it and had the transmission place, Cotton's transmission, worked on it, and it seemed to do good for a while, and then it started the same thing again. So I took it back, and they worked on it again, and then shortly thereafter it was doing it again. So we just took it and put a brand new transmission in it because I don't want to take any chances if I'm off on the road by myself. So I'm out here. This camper has damage on this side. When we went all the way to California and took this camper with us, and we towed it behind this Duley, of course. Of course, the Duley only gets 9 miles to the gallon, so, you know, or right around 10, 9.5, something like that. So, you know, you can't expect too much from it. These 2 sides came loose. And of course we were on the road and didn't have a way to get it fixed, so we just got us a roll of this metal duct taping, and we pulled the thing back as best we could and just screwed it back on here with drywall screws, because you know when you're on the road you can't find what you really need to fix something. And so I just never replaced it, because when I priced it, it was going to be about $800 just for the 2 strips of metal from out here. And a lot of that was shipping. So, you know, I knew the camper probably wouldn't sell for $4 or $5. And I do have this camper for sale for $3,000 if anyone's interested out there. Or you can get the pair for $1,700. Give y'all a deal. Well, anyway, I've got to get back to hosing it off. I do have the little pressure washer, but it's one of those electric ones, and it doesn't do that good. But I'm going to put y'all down here if I can get this thing to open up, and let y'all watch while I get going. And hopefully this is recording all right, because like I say, I'm just trying to knock the worst of the trash out. The awning is in real good shape. It has a couple of little teeny tiny pinholes in them. Somebody had a fire and the sparks came over and got it right up close to the top, but that's the only thing that's wrong with that awning. This water coming down, raining on me. I don't have it spraying as hard as I could have it sprayed, just because, you know, I don't want to damage it in any way. Get you guys a little bit closer here so you can see a little bit better about what I'm doing. Of course, you may get rained on, but maybe not. Let's see. I believe you can see me from there, hopefully. When I get through here, I'll take out a little picture of the inside. It's pretty nice in there to be a 99 model camper. We really never done anything to it. I try to keep it somewhat decent. I could wash some of that blue paint off here, where it did match the front. Down. I just kind of knocked the worst of the dust off of it. It has been parked under the barn or under our storage shed for a long time. And fix this. Oh, get it all messed up. All right, Rosie Posey, you got to go in too, ain't you, nosy? Here's the camper with the slide out. Okay. It has a 3-burner. Oops, I left my pots and pans in here. I'll have to get them out. Remember to get them out. This is what's for sale. I'm going to sell my camper. It has a nice little microwave here. Lots of storage up top. Freezer and refrigerator work. I guess you can see that ice back there. So all of this thing needs to be cleaned up. It's nasty. I shouldn't have let it get in this shape, but like I say, it's been sitting in the barn for a year now without even being touched. Let me set this up on top here so that I will remember it when I get out. Alright. The carpet in it is dirty. I don't know if it could be cleaned or what, but there's no tears in any of the stuff here. This is some stuff that I was going to put up here around the sink and stove area for backsplash. The table was funky that was in here, so I made this little table. Well, actually, a friend of mine helped me make it. Max Davis, he's 96 years old. And all of these old rolled down shades are nasty and old and whatever, so if I were going to keep it, I would replace all those. The door rolls good here. It has a rolling door. I am leaving the cabinet here. The radio works on it. There's storage behind the sofa here. I've got to get out here and clean everything up, and the sofa doesn't have any tears or anything on it. It has like a mauve-y looking carpeting and whatever. I don't know what color you'd call it. Oh, it does have a little tiny tear right there. I didn't even know it had. I'll have to stitch that. Ugh. And here's the bedroom part. The batteries. Hold on, let me see. There we go. So you could see in here. That's my thing for my antenna. I need to get that out. See the trash and dust that's in here. And this is a pillow that I use just to stuff up in here when I wanted to sleep late. But other than that, I mean, all the cabinets are in real good shape in here. The bathroom, it has a raised, well, a taller toilet. You know, when you get old, it's hard to get in here. I did put a couple of little hooks in here. All the vents need to be cleaned. You have to get up on top of it to do that. And the bottom is dirty where it's been sitting here. Just growing dust. But it will all clean up and look nice again. And underneath the bed here, it raises up and has storage. Now this is, I like just a thin foam. I think it's a 5-inch or 4-inch foam that I've got on here. So I can take that off. Somebody will want to put their own mattress on here, I'm sure. This is a table that flips up to sit a TV or whatever on. There is another one underneath here that is not coming loose like this one is. So it could be swapped out easily. I just never did it. Got it to do and never did it. All right, let me cut this light off. That's the battery lights. And like I say, It has the good cabinets. All the paperwork for this camper is up here in a bag. Right here. All of it's there. It has a master switch right up there for the slide out. And the slide out does work perfectly with the switch over there on the wall. It works on battery though. I see we have a little spider on the ceiling. I'll have to get him cleaned out. You know, when it just sits, you don't use it. Now, the only thing that I found when I got this camper, somebody had let it get wet right here. And it swelled up this. And I said I was going to replace it. Never did. And the sink's dirty. It needs cleaning. And they'd left this window open. And this is a metal blind here. And the blind got rusted. I said I was going to take it off and replace it. Just never have. You know how you do. But there's plenty of storage. There's 4 drawers here. Well, one drawer is a flip down drawer. And it's still got little bulbs and whatever in it. I figure whoever had it must have run, from the looks of the hole, they must have run a cable TV line through there. You know, from where the electric line comes in on the side. That's all I can figure from it. This is just some dishes that I had in here. But it's a pretty decent camper, and for the price I think it should go real quick. I've had quite a few people asking me about it. The only other thing that I know that's wrong with it is this little strip right here is loose. Needs to be tacked back down. And everything else on it, to my knowledge, works. Now I laced this hardware cloth on this to keep because my dogs went with me on it, and we would go fishing and go to the lake and go camping with all the grandkids. So you see it's really dirty and stained up, but you know, hey, we had fun with it. And I didn't clean it up like I should have every time I'd bring it in. But anyway, as far as I know, everything on here works. And it does have the larger gas bottles. If I can get this to open up. And they have been updated. They may or may not have fuel in them. I don't even know. When was the last time I had them filled? This is a pass-through that goes all the way through to the other side. And down here's where the battery and all goes. And I've got extra blocks in there for, you know, blocking it up and all that. And this is just stains where stuff's been thrown up off the road on it. I don't know if it'll come off or not. I haven't even tried. I just, like I say, I just hose this thing off with the pressure washer on a fine. It does have brand new tires on it. I think these tires have got about 3,000 miles on them. That one may be low. Has a ladder mounted on the back, and the cover is missing that covers up the electrical thing. This is where the city water comes in. All of that works. The hot water heater works and lights on its own. And the slide out works great. Doesn't leak around it. To my knowledge, there are no leaks at all. This is where the side blew off when we went to California with this camper from here in Georgia. So we went all the way across. And so we already had this problem on the corners here where it had come loose from the closet, you know, where it's separated. And I didn't have a clue how to go in about fixing it, so I just got some of this, try to tie it up. It has the thing there for the jacks in the back. It has the handle that cranks the slide in and out if it's not working. And it also has the pull thing for you know, to pull the slide out. out. Well, which way does this go? That way. I had it fastened, just didn't realize it. But that's all the damage that I know of that it has. Like I say, we had fixed it. We had fixed it with this heavy duty camper tape, whatever you want to call it, on these corners. But when that come loose over there, I didn't have that, and I already had that. I bought a roll of that metal duct tape, and that's what we put on there, and I just took a can of white paint and spray painted it to kind of cover up the shine. But anyway, to my knowledge, it is not leaking anywhere here anymore. As you can see, I've got it all the way to the top, and I even took a heat gun and heated this stuff up to make sure that it stretched and locked in good on all of these little creases and things. Thought I'd give you a quick look at the inside of the truck. I didn't even think about that when I was doing it. It's in relatively good shape for a 99 model truck. I don't smoke, so I've never used it. I bought it secondhand. If it's ever been smoked in it, that was 15, 20 years ago. Anyway, it needs cleaning. The seats in the front are dry rotted. I have this on there because of the dogs. And the passenger seat the driver's side seat is pretty messed up compared to the passenger seat. But they do make these covers that will cover this truck. The only real damage that is on here, by the way, is this dent right here. And I thought it would pop out, you know, one of those suction things, but it didn't. So, on this side, as you can see, the seat is completely torn. Anyway, on the back also. And that's a Lariat, Ford Lariat. And you can see that it has 111,336 miles on it. And it is a diesel. So, now that's it, guys.